Alright, what's up guys? You're probably like, what is this game? This isn't Battlefield. But no, this is actually Counter-Strike Go, and this is a game you've heard me talk about a lot in the recent videos I've made about how I wanted a beta code, but luckily I've got awesome subs, and one of my subs hooked me up with a beta code, and I'm very appreciative of that because I have enjoyed my time in this. I finally sat down and got to play it because if you do remember, I got a beta code from PAX, but from some unfortunate incident, I did not find it. I lost it on the way home from Seattle, and I did get to play this game on console at PAX, so I wasn't completely unfamiliar with the way it kind of handles. And I know that it's been kind of a controversial game. It seems like if you're a Counter-Strike veteran, you either love it. No, this is the dumbest kill you're ever going to see in Counter-Strike. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. And it seems like the majority of players that were huge Counter-Strike Source and 1.6 players, especially the pros, don't really seem to support this game much. They seem to think that it has a lot of problems and still needs a lot of changes in order to be competitive. Because Counter-Strike is one of the more competitive games out there. A lot of people who play it, play it competitively, if they play it pretty seriously. So anyways, you're looking at this game, you're like, well, this seems like there's a lot of bots, and yep, there are a lot of bots. That's the one downside to it, that bots tend to fill up a lot of your lobbies. However, I will point out that bots are my Achilles heels. I would much rather have 5 human players in here on each team than bots, because bots seem to just destroy my world because they got eyes in the back of their head and they do like 180 no scopes with the the sniper rifles on me, and that's what drives me nuts. So yes, there are some bots in here, but it does fill up about the halfway point. We get a lot of humans in here. So overall, this is my first game. I mean, this is the first game I ever played, and I did fairly decently, and I was actually surprised. And I was looking through the games I had, and I'm like, well, I got all these really good games where I actually do something. But then I got my first game. Which one do I want to post first? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to post my first game, and because I want to get better at this game. I'm not good at it. I'm going to be the first to tell you that. I want to improve at it. This is one of the games that I want to post a lot of, and I want to play going forward. So let me know what you guys think of Counter-Strike Go. Do you find it entertaining to watch even if you're not a Counter-Strike player? Is it intriguing? Because it is going to be on Xbox 360, PS3, and PC. So that's one of the cool things about it. But like I was saying, like I want to get better at this game, and I was like, I'm going to post my first game so you guys can see that, we all start off a little bit shaky. You could be the best, Battlefield 3 player in the world, but when you sit down and play Counter-Strike, it's a whole new breed of shooter. You can't move around a lot. You can't, I don't know, it's just different. Like when you're shooting, you want to remain still because that's going to be the best accuracy, and you're going to want to, you may notice that I crouch a lot. Obviously, that's one of the things you want to do to improve your accuracy. And it's just, there's a lot of mechanics that you have to get used to. You really have to get into the Counter-Strike sort of mind, the state of mind, I should say, to be successful at this game, because it's not the same as those aim down sight shooters. It's a much different breed of animal. So I do enjoy it a lot. Like I have had fun with it. I do see some of the flaws that it has though. I've noticed that, oh, this is a nice run coming up here. I've noticed that there are, a lot of things that you get caught on in the map, and the movement to me just seems kind of weird. It doesn't feel like past Counter-Strikes, and I may label myself a noob. I have played Counter-Strike. I have, lots of hours logged back in the day. When I was younger, I did play a lot of Counter-Strike. What is that other mod? Is it Day of Defeat? I played a lot of that too when I was here back. I like to say when I was younger, but I mean, I don't know. I don't remember when that was. I think it was in college, like my freshman year of college. I was playing a lot of Day of Defeat. So I am pretty familiar with the mechanic of no aim down sight, so that's not something that bothers me. I know a lot of people like to troll and say, "Ooh, Counter-Strike, no aim down sight, not gonna buy it." But that's just what the game is. I mean, it's just a different way to play a first-person shooter, and expecting them to change to that is just kind of silly to me, because to change it to aim down sight would change, Counter-Strike as we know it. So that's one of the things that I think that they should definitely hold true to. But that leads me to my next point. Is it seems like one of the biggest concerns I have with this game is it just feels outdated to me. It just doesn't feel like a new title, and I know it's only going to be probably like a $20 title because it's not going to be a full release, a full retail release, I should say. It's going to be a downloadable game on obviously Steam, Xbox Live Arcade, and the PS3 store. But the thing about it is it just doesn't feel like they've really done a lot. It still feels like the same old Counter-Strike, same old maps, and For all the effort they seem to be putting into this beta, not really that much has changed about Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike is still Counter-Strike, and I think that's one of the things that's going to put it off to a lot of people. So I'm kind of worried about that. You know, a lot of Counter-Strike faithfuls, a lot of hardcore Counter-Strike guys, one of their biggest weaknesses is they're so afraid of change. They just don't want any change whatsoever. They see change as a bad thing, and I think that's one of the unfortunate things about the Counter-Strike community, is that they don't seem to really be, you know, I'm not trying to insult them, obviously, because, you know, I like this game, but it just seems like to me that maybe they should be a little bit more accepting to change, because it seems like a lot of developers are listening to the, you know, the veterans, the hardened vets' opinions on this game, and they're changing it a lot. They're taking a step back from some of the innovations they've made, like they've changed the recoil patterns, and oh, let me tell you, recoil is something that took me forever to get used to. You notice I struggle with a lot in this particular arms race game, and it took me a while to get used to that. Another thing that really kind of bugs me is arm race itself isn't a really cool game type. I don't really like it at all. I wish that it was, you know, every man for himself. I don't really like the team-based gun game. I like the free-for-all based gun game, and I mean that's something that I'm sure once you get your own custom server, you can go in and change. But it's kind of annoying having to compete against your own teammates for kills, and you're sitting there like trying to vulture in on their stuff. So overall, it's been fun though. I mean, I can't really give you guys a solid opinion on it. I've played about 10 hours, and I don't think that's enough to really rate a game at all. I will get some more out though. If you guys enjoy this, I like playing this. I think it'll be a nice change of pace from Battlefield, just to mix it up, just to talk to you guys. I may use this as backdrop just to talk about, you know, random stuff. You know how I did that Beauty of Random Gaming video. I might start that off as like a series or something like that. And you guys can see how if I get any better at this game, because I am really trying to get better. It's weird for me not to be able to compete at a medium to well level in a first-person shooter, because usually if you throw me into any normal first-person shooter, I can just sit down, you know, and do decently. But that is not the case with this game. I'm actually trying to improve. So should be a fun little journey. You guys can see if one day I turn out to be a awesome Counter-Strike Go player, you'll look back at this video and say, this is where he got his start. This is where the Counter-Strike Go journey began. So overall, fun game. But if you missed any of my last videos, Battlefield 3 Premium video, and before that we did an M39 underused weapons video. Both pretty awesome. Check them out, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.